Hi everyone, this is Hannah, also known as Petrov Nirvana F1. So, past couple of weeks, we're at two of my favorite tracks, Spa and Monza. We've also reached this European swing of the F1 season. So, Spa. I guess, let's see this. For those of you who haven't seen it, the first corner of the first lap. Now, this has been blogged to death all week since last Sunday, so I'm just gonna keep this very brief. Romain Grosjean, Pastor Maldonado, Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, and Sergio Perez were all involved in this horrific wreck. I mean, just absolutely terrifying. And I guess, and a lot of people, and I guess Romain Grosjean took the blame. And this wreck was just, it was absolutely terrifying. If there's a video someplace, I think I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. It's from Fernando Alonso's point of view, and it's on board his car, and it's like at one point you could see Grosjean's car just flying past Fernando Alonso's head. He's about that far away, just centimeters away from Alonso's head. So just absolutely terrifying. Any others carnage and whatnot. And see, Grosjean was given a one race ban for Monza, and Pastor Maldonado was handed a 10 grid spot penalty for Monza. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel that I still think that Grosjean's penalty was a little overblown, if you ask me. Because think about it. Grosjean and Maldonado were involved in the exact same wreck. And yet Maldonado was the one who was involved in more incidents than Grosjean has all year. And yet Grosjean still has one race ban. He still has this one race ban for Monza, and Maldonado gets docked 10 grid spots. It seems a little over the top, if you ask me. But anyways, like I said, just very brief on that. Just my thoughts on it. Jenson Button also won the race in Spa. Let's see, Monza. Now this is kind of interesting. It's I don't really think it's coincidence. I don't really believe in coincidences, but it's kind of an interesting thing to think about. See, Hamilton, Alonso, and Sergio Perez were all taken out in Spa, supposedly it's not really supposedly. It's kind of a definite thing now that by Romain Grosjean, and yet the three of them make the podium, and Grosjean isn't there. It's like I said, I don't think it's coincidence. It's really kind of an interesting thing to think about. Let's see. And see, couple of silly season rumors. I guess Ferrari is really looking at Nico Hülkenberg, which you have to understand, that's just a rumor, but as a fan of Hülkenberg, I would love to see him actually perform. I want to see him give decent results than just being in Force India, being in the midfield. I don't want him. I don't really want him to be hanging around the midfield. Like I said, I like Hülkenberg. I want to see him actually perform and give good results. But you also have to understand, I don't think Ferrari could really replace Felipe Massa now, because Massa did great this today. He got like fourth or something. Yeah, just excellent, just absolutely excellent. But like I said, I would love to see Hülkenberg near the front at least. And you also understand, this is a rumor. You can't really believe everything you read, especially now in the silly season. Also, speaking of the silly season, I think Mercedes is. I think there's a rumor going about that Mercedes might replace Michael Schumacher with Lewis Hamilton, and Schumacher might retire for a second time. Well, like I said, that's merely a rumor, and you can't really believe, and especially not during the silly season. And also, I think I find step down from McLaren to Mercedes. It's not like Mercedes is going to be any better than McLaren, so I just don't really understand why Hamilton would do that. let's see. Oh, and it's F1 related, but let's see. I guess Robert Kubica, in the wake of his horrific wreck that he had like last winter, was in a rally in Italy, I think it was, and I guess he won it. In the wake of those horrific injuries he sustained, his the whole right side of his body was just it pretty much liquefied, and he just goes to this rally and he wins. I still don't see him in F1 though, as much as I like Kubica, but it's something definitely to note about. Oh, and one last thing before I close this. If you look at the points right now, Fernando Alonso's leading. Lewis Hamilton is right behind him in second place, like 37 points behind him, or 37 points behind him, or something like that. And then Kimi is right behind Hamilton, 1 point behind Hamilton, 38 points behind Alonso. Let me ask you something. Wouldn't that just be something if Kimi won this year? Kimi leaves for 2 years and then he comes back and he wins this whole thing? Wouldn't that just be something? If Kimi won? That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing if Kimi took the title this year. Which, he'd probably have to win a race or a couple, but still, that would just be absolutely something if Kimi won the title this year. So, anyways, that's all for me right now. I shall see you all at, I think the next race is Singapore, if I'm not mistaken. So anyways, I'll see you all soon, and thank you for your time.